everyone, it's Claudia, and I believe this is going to be a very personal episode for me, and I pray it blesses you. It's basically been my anthem for a very long time. It's been my journey. And I've been speaking this for years, but never more so than the last few years, especially since I started this podcast. Are you living someone else's version of your life? And that other version, that other person, is that the old you? Are you living the life you want? Or are you living the life that you're supposed to live? And who dictates that? Who dictates the life you're supposed to live? It should be us. It should be ourselves. We know ourselves better than anyone else. And the Lord has plans for us. He put them in us before we were even born. He knew us before we were in the womb. All those desires, all those passions, everything that drives you, the Lord put it there before you were born. And many of you might go, yeah, right, sure, okay, fine. But that's what I know. That's what I believe. I can see it with my own life. I always wanted to be an actress, and I buried it for so many years. And it took the Lord, after 9/11, to resurrect that dream that He birthed in me, for me to pursue it, to put one step in front of the other. And I spent so many years doing what I was supposed to do. Acting wasn't responsible. It's not a way to earn money. It's not a real job, yada, yada, yada. And I didn't know what I was supposed to do in my life. And I did what I was supposed to do. I tried to go to college. I didn't like it. It didn't work out. I worked a few years, went back to school, got my bachelor's degree, went to work, wound up being a secretary again after I went back to school. And I realized I want more, and I went for my MBA at night because I wanted marketing, or at least I thought I did. I was good at it. But it's what I was supposed to do because I was supposed to pursue business. I was supposed to climb the corporate ladder. But deep inside, I wasn't fitting in. I just knew I wasn't fitting in. And it's like trying to shoehorn myself or yourself into that life that others tell you you're supposed to have. But we're supposed to be responsible. We're supposed to make a living. We're supposed to take care of our families. We're supposed to do the right thing. Whose life are you living? And as I've been discussing the new season, the growth, the new person we're becoming, I'm really going to focus on that, I believe, in this episode. I've been talking about leaving the old person behind. Don't pick that person up again. Last week I talked about old rooms, closing the door, and moving forward and taking on new possibilities, taking on a new perspective, a new mindset as to who we are and what we're purposed in life to do. And every step we take should be intentional. We shouldn't go through life willy-nilly just thinking, oh, it'll happen or whatever. We have vision. We write the vision down. We go after it. We set plans in motion. Sometimes the plans work, sometimes they don't. But if we seek the Lord first, He will download to us what we're to do and how we're to do it, because He knows what He birthed in us. And He'll give us the wisdom to take those steps forward, to step into the life we were meant to have, to become who we were meant to be. It's scary, yes. But wearing the wrong shoes, the wrong size shoes, is painful. And we limp along. And it causes blisters and it causes foot pain when we're in the wrong shoes. There's so much emotion coming up in me right now. Because part of me feels this is kind of a culmination of everything I've been talking about for such a long time now. And allow me to be a testimony to how the Lord can transform us, to shake off the old, the things we were not meant to do, the things that we've been striving so hard to go after because we were supposed to. But when you're following your heart's desire, the passion, the fire in you, there's such a joy that bubbles up. There's such an expectation. And when we've put it on the shelf for so long or buried it for so long, and then we pick it up like a bird held delicately in our hands, nurture it until it comes to fruition and is ready to fly. We have to be ready to fly into the person we were born to be, we were meant to be. Oh my goodness. With that, what have we outgrown that we might be holding on to? It's hard to let go of things. I tell you it is. I know that. What's coming to me, and again, this is going back to my health journey and losing all the weight. I think of women, me being one. Women have about 3 sizes of clothes in their closets. There are the smaller sizes, which we don't fit into anymore. There are the slightly bigger sizes, and then there's the bigger size that we fit into now. And we hold on to those smaller sizes, believing we'll get back into it one day. I did the same thing. And then, by making a decision, by making an intentional decision to get healthy and deal, I found a program that helped me counteract the steroids that wreaked havoc in my life. And little by little, I outgrew the larger clothes and I fit into the more medium-sized clothes. And then I got even smaller, and now I was fitting into my smaller clothes. And even they became too big for me because I had outgrown them by becoming smaller. And what I did, I remember it like it was yesterday, I took all my clothes because now I was ready to let go of them. And it took a while because my mind had to wrap around the fact that I had outgrown these clothes. And I put everything on my coffee table, big mound, and I made a video because I was now going to bless others with charity and give them away. And I said, never again will I wear these sizes because I had outgrown them. I had outgrown them because of my mindset shift, because of my different perspective in life, my different perspective about myself. And I took intentional steps forward. And actually, The shirt I'm wearing, it's a little big, but it's okay. I'm continuing to get a little smaller. But wrap your head around, what have you outgrown that you're still trying to fit into it? Now, growing doesn't mean that you add things in necessarily. It means that we let go of things, as I'm saying. When we grow, yeah, we expand, but we can't again put old wine in new wineskins. We have to let go because things get very cluttered if we continue to hold on to things that no longer have a place in our lives. Think about it. What have you outgrown? And with that, are fear and comfort making your decisions? Or is purpose making your decisions? Have you seen where you're going? Have you aligned yourself with God's purpose for you, the vision He's given you? Or are you still holding on and letting fear of the new, fear of the unknown, fear of letting go of what's comfortable guide your footsteps? It's a very meditative episode, I think. I'm getting a vision of the winter when it's very cold and there's the big fluffy comforter and you get under the comforter and you got to get the day going, but it's so warm and cozy when it's freezing outside under the comforter. And you don't want to leave it because it is so warm and comforting, hence comforter. But you got to get out. You got to do the day's work. You got to do your day's chores. You got to do what you're called to do every day. You got to take care of the family. You got to go out and earn a living. But is being comfortable under that comforter blocking your ability to step out into the unexpected? And in last week's episode, I talked about something, and it's a remembrance. The person that I let go of out of my life, but I did work with, they did have some wisdom along the way. And they pointed out to me that I had a fear of going into the unknown. And I needed to think of it as an adventure. Because I always liked my I's dotted and my T's crossed. I liked everything all set up and organized. But now I sit in Ephesians 3:20. Expect exceedingly beyond anything I can ask or think. The Lord has promised me so many things, but I need to be expectant. I can't let fear of the unknown hold me back. I can't let fear prevent me from going forward with the Lord and stepping into all that He has for me, because then I'll miss the blessing. I'll miss what I have been believing for if I let fear take hold. And then I ask you, who are you becoming? I said in a previous episode, I don't even recognize myself anymore. In a good way. And I'm so overwhelmed and blessed by God to know that I'm becoming. I'm not who I was. I'm becoming. And I like what I'm becoming. Oh my goodness, I should have had a box of tissues here. Another question. If you ran into somebody a year from now who hasn't seen you in a while, what would you hope they noticed about you that changed? We have to keep evolving. We have to keep changing. We have to keep growing. It's part of what we should be doing. For me, it's the confidence. I remember that shy little girl who wouldn't talk, who hid in corners. And when company came over, I hid under beds and in closets. That's not me anymore. Years have gone by, and I've had to little by little shed and let God heal. Think about, are they reptiles, snakes? I don't know. Do they shed their skin in the new season? Is that what they do? They shed their skin? We need to shed the old skin. And how would you like to see yourself too in a year? Take intentional steps to get there. It's about becoming who you were meant to be. These are tears of joy. So, that person that you want to be in a year, that somebody would recognize the change. What does your becoming self need from you today? What is it that you need to change and let go of today to become your future self? Things that you do day in and day out that have no purpose in your life anymore. And it's not about taking these giant leaps. As I've mentioned, it's about one intentional step at a time. Be intentional. Be realistic. Be honest with yourself. What has no purpose in your life anymore? What can you let go of? What do you need to let go of for the purpose of your future self and what you can't bring into that person's life anymore? This is your life that you were meant to become, that you were meant to be, your life. Put that on. Put that vision on and see who you're becoming and who you were meant to be. Because what you were meant to be doesn't happen all at once. It does happen one intentional moment at a time. Be intentional. Move with purpose. In this time of growth, in this time of transition, I ask the Lord to bless you. I ask the Lord to give you peace that surpasseth all understanding and joy unspeakable, and to give you the vision, the full vision of who you were meant to be. And with that, take a moment to pause with purpose. Until next time.